I'd like to see Bangalore, I think they're going to be out of it. I'd like to see them make a change and get Will Jacks at the top. Look to next year, get Will Jacks to open the batting.
And Faf Wonder?
And Faf at 3. If they're looking to move forward to next year, because I would say that, if Glenn Maxwell's issues continue, he might be a risk. They might look to free up some money with Green, and they might look to keep Will Jacks and have him open the batting. And I think he and Virat at the top and Faf at 3. That's how I would rather see it go, because he's a genuine opener. I mean, he and Phil Salt for England are just, next level power. And I just feel that that's his spot. With the 2 fielders out only, I just think moving forward, I'd like to see them make that change if they're looking forward to finishing off this season and moving forward to next year.
Yeah, I totally agree. In fact, I would say that turn around and say, now you're going to do Project 2025. You shouldn't be looking at 24 again, because right now, give players a chance, see what you can develop, see how whether you can shock a few teams. Because, really, you've thrown the kitchen sink at stuff and it hasn't worked for you.
It's a mega auction, isn't it? We don't know the retention basis or all that sort of stuff, but I'd also like to see more retentions, because you have to be able to build a franchise around some players. So I don't like a lot of players going back into the auction. I'd like to see at least, 3 overseas and 4 local players being allowed to be kept, because you have to still build a franchise around players and allow the fans to get to know some of the players that stay at the clubs. So that we're not sure on the retention basis, but I'd like to see something a bit like that as well.
Well, you spoke about Will Jacks, but Simon, you've also spoken about how the RCB bowling's been the major concern. I think Mohammad Siraj has already gone out and put in like this heartbreak emoticon, and we could see how much this meant for Virat. So you can see the moods in the camp, but next year there'll have to really be a big shuffle around to even focus on getting bigger bowlers, maybe.
Well, if they free up some money, either free up the money of Maxwell or of Green, and go in search of some genuine bowlers. I think that all due respect to Alzari, Joseph, Lockie Ferguson, they're not your high quality international bowler. They're very good bowlers, but they're not right at the top of the game. They're not the guys you're paying sort of top dollar for, $1.5 to $2 million US. So free up quite a bit of money and go hard for an overseas high-quality pace bowler, and then build an attack around Siraj, and what they've got there at the moment as well, and maybe a local player.
Also, you have to ask yourself, Faf is very fit, very good, but he's 38 years old.
Yeah.
And you've got to look at that and say, what does Faf want to do? I think forget everything else. If Faf commits to saying that, I can play 3 more years, he's fit enough to do it. Is he playing international cricket?
No, he has come out and said that he is available or would consider going to the T20 World Cup, I think. But yeah, you're right. I mean, if you're looking at a mega auction, you're buying for 3 years.
Yeah, you're buying for 3 years.
So is he the best option for 3 years? Do they need to go in search of another captain?
And I can tell you one thing, pure experience just in terms of seeing IPL teams, any player who's not playing international cricket, their ability to remain fit continuously degrades.
Fitness is another thing, isn't it? Match fitness is what you're saying. Yeah,
I'm saying
absolutely, match fitness, because you're just not facing that high quality bowling time and time again. So they just got some, I know we're looking forward to next year already with them, which is sad for RCB fans.
No, I mean, just to remind RCB fans, we've moved on to next year. We'll have a look at the points table, because we started the day saying that this was a must win for Bengaluru. Now their faith is in the hands of all the other teams, Joyda, because even if they win everything, if they win 6 and 6, it still depends on what it's very mathematical.
It's tough. See, what happens is when you had 8 teams, then going through with 7 used to happen on a fairly regular basis. Teams would end up, 2 teams and 7, and run rate would make a difference.
Yeah.
If you have 4 and 10, then 7 is very difficult, unless, as Simon was saying, Rajasthan, Kolkata, 2 teams run away with 11-12 wins, and the rest of teams, therefore, they come much further down. Therefore, your 4th team sneaks in with 7.
Well, you're asking, it's hard to see 1, 2 and 3 at the moment. It's hard to see all 3 of those teams not getting 3 wins in their last 7 games.
Absolutely.
So if you think about that from a table point of view right now, Rajasthan, Kolkata, Hyderabad, you would think that they will all be able to win 3 of their last 7, at least, which gives them 16 points.
Yeah.
So that's 2 more than RCB can get. So then they have to rely on Chennai, Lucknow, Gujarat and Mumbai.
Not one of them teams getting to 14 points or 16. No, not one of them teams getting to 16 points. So it becomes
it's an impossibility. I don't want to. The statisticians will tell me they can still make it.
Yes.
But yeah, the odds
chances of them making it are very, very slim.
It's a nice word for it. It's called infinitesimal.
Yeah.